We are live. We are live. You are sitting on Live in the DTV. Yes, thank you for joining us again today for another episode of Live in the DTV, the edutainment channel. We come to you talking about business, entrepreneurship, and indie creatives and community events and people. Time. I was talking to someone and we're talking about the arts type of the business, and how they see it and everything, and getting a color palette and all this, and the designing things that you're going to do. We're going to be seeing when you go to our website and all that. And we were just discussing the different arts types of not only my business, but a couple other businesses. And they said, well, I see you as this kind of business, as the kind of like imaginative, creative, a bit rebellious. I see this tech business as an associate of ours, as kind of that same thing, but more on the technology side, innovation. And I see this business as more of the wellness space. So just knowing that felt really good about what we were doing. Another conversation that I was having the other day with some teams about different design things we're going to do and flows, and came up with like, oh, well, we have this, you know, this material over here and the shirt over here, and we could customize it for customers and put it on our website. And I said, well, hold on. Now, I often don't like to shut down my team's ideas because I want them to keep coming with ideas, and I want to implement their ideas into the business. But this one was just too tall of an order, and I don't think they were seeing that. Because if we start making this object customizable, that's just going to be a whole array of us trying to now keep that organized, and then the customer's not going to use it right away, and then they're going to come back to us and say, hey, do you still have my item over there? And now we got this whole, and this is all digital. Now we have all these digital products that we got to keep up with, keep track with, keep dates with, if we're trying to make it customized. And I said, let's just start here. Now, if we start getting the demand for that, great. Let's do it then. And let's maybe even make a plan for that now. So when the demand comes up, we're ready. But in the beginning, let's try to keep it as simple as possible. And that's what we're talking about today. Is the journey difficult? Is it extremely difficult? Is it hard? Is it that challenging? Probably so, honestly. But also, let's not make it more difficult than it has to be, especially when we're starting, especially right at the beginning. We want to start as simple as possible. Because if you know it's going to be an uphill battle, why would you put 100 pounds on your back? Don't put 100 pounds on your back if you know you got to climb uphill. It's just going to make it harder. Now, if you need a backpack, keep something light in there, a couple bottles of water, like a granola bar, a little small sling bag. And carry these. Very light, very efficient. One of the ones I had not. Let's make put something in too. You can put a water bottle on the side. Make your journey, especially when you're starting, as simple as possible. It's not going to be easy, but it can be simple. All right. Because you got to climb uphill either way. We know you got to climb uphill, and it's going to get steep and you're going to get hot. So the hard things are going to come. You don't even know what's up the other side of the mountain, halfway there. You can only see up so far, right? If you're climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, right? So you don't know what's in between the crevices and everything, even if you can see the top from the ground, which I don't think you can. Start climbing. Start climbing, come with a decent amount to prepare as possible. Again, don't put too much weight on yourself, and then go up. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to talk about an event that we have coming up that we are very excited about to share with you here on Live in the DTV. I'm Jabril. We'll be right back.
You're live.
We are back. We are back. You are still sitting on live in the DTV. Yes, the edutainment channel. Most things are maintenance. I've been watching a lot of like the YouTube business podcasters. I guess is the best way to explain them, like the Taya Lopez and the Alex Hermizi, who are these, hopefully, if they're not scamming, these trailblazers in business. And one thing that I've realized, even in my own business, is maintenance. Just like your daily routine when you first wake up, get your glass of water, brush your teeth, clean up your area. It's the same thing in your business. It's the same thing in your studies. It's the same things in most attributes in life. Taking care of a vehicle, taking care of a house. It's just maintenance. And maintenance isn't interesting. It's generally not fun. It's generally not the most challenging thing. It's just consistency. Now, maintenance leads to being able to do the more interesting stuff, the fun stuff, the big wins, right? But it has to come from the day to day doing the same thing every day, over and over, when it's not enjoyable anymore. Even exercise. If you're trying to do a particular exercise, whether you're trying to develop a certain muscle group, or maybe you have a sport that you practice and you have to practice that shot or that rhythm or that running or that form over and over and over. It becomes muscle memory. All this is maintenance. And with that maintenance, you have a tendency to get kind of bored. I mean, at least I know I do. But you also learn that, okay, just to see it in increments. Okay, I got a little bit more done this week. We were a bit more productive. And then you learn to build a system on your workouts, on your business, on your studies. And you start seeing just better improvement slowly over time. And it just feels, right now for me, it feels very slow. You're in it. It's not nothing you can do. It's a lot to do. You're in it, and you want to do the really big stuff, the wins, but other things have to be there. You need a bigger team. You need to get better technology. You need more information. You need more finances. So what can you do now with what you have? Got a microphone, and a phone or camera, laptop? You most likely have something to start with. Maybe you want to do something more outside, landscaping, but you want to just not, you want to do beautiful, like personal, like yards and bushes. You want to do the whole thing where they're sculpting bushes and trees. You get a lawnmower, start a landscape survey, just start cutting front lawns. Well, I don't live next to the beautiful homes. And start cutting people's front lawns. Charge them like $20. Get really good at that. Do that for probably a year or two. Then go up to get some uniforms, some emblem with your company. Get a company logo. Get a friend, a family member involved. Now it's two of you. Now you can get, and most of the time when you add someone, you think they're going to be able to do it just the way you do it. They're not going to be able to do it the way you do it, most likely. And that's fine. Be okay with that. Be okay with them not doing it. It's an issue I hear a lot with some of the business owners. Be okay with them not doing it the way you do it, as well as you do it, per se. Teach them the way you do it. I constantly ask them if they have any questions. Maybe they have suggestions. Maybe they even have a way to slightly do it a little bit better. Most of the time, it's not going to be better than how you do it, but it will be different. But if it can do it 70 to 80% of how good you can do it, let that go. Because one, over time, they'll get better. They'll be 85, 90, 95, and probably almost never 100% how well you can do it. It's very difficult to say, I want to duplicate myself in another person. Mr. Abdul has skills that I don't have. I have skills that he don't have. He can't hope to duplicate me if he wanted me to work with him on something. But what he does know is Mr. Jabril brings this skill area to the table, and I can use some of that. So say that to say that as you're growing something, okay, this person didn't come in with the skills that I necessarily want, or the skills that I necessarily have, but they have this area of skills and expertise. I can do that, even if it's the thing that they don't particularly want to do. Well, you have this expertise, so let's talk about this for now and where we can grow you. A few team members that are really working on that aspect, and that takes time. Because if it's a skill that you don't have that we want to hone, well, that takes time to develop too, to even get to 60 or 70%, let alone more. And if the skills you have, like what I don't particularly like working those skills, well, let's you work those skills. And while you were working those skills to help me, help the business or help what we're doing, help the objective, we'll hone these skills. And we'll actually probably make this better. Maybe some things that even though you're not doing the thing you like over here, we'll find one or two things that you do like about this area. It'll be honed better. And now you have both. And now it's lateral. Now you have, okay, a whole new skill set that we developed over here and the skills you already had. And that's what it's about. It just boils down to maintenance. Consistently studying, consistently going into the job or going into your business, and consistently being that entrepreneur, consistently posting and streaming and working out. It's consistency. And consistency doesn't necessarily mean daily. The daily habits are what will frame you. But maybe you don't do the same thing every day. Maybe you don't work on content every day. Maybe you don't work on yourself and do 100 sales calls a day. Maybe once a week you say, okay, I'm gonna make 100 calls today, because that's all the time you have, because you still have other responsibilities. But dedicate yourself to doing those 100 calls. Silence most of your notifications. Sit in a decently quiet room. Maybe put some background music on, not too loud, so that way, and do your 100 calls if you have that to do. And knock out your presentation, or 3 or 5 presentations. And work on your sales, and work on your sales strategy. Work on your AdSense. Work on study that books. Read that chapter. And again, that might be some multiple times. Go to the gym as many days as you said. And I would not recommend saying, I'm going to go to the gym 5 to 7 days a week. Maybe you have that in your schedule. I know I don't have that in mine. I dedicate myself to going 2. If I go 2 days a week, that was a good week. If I go 3 or more, had an excellent fitness week. Right? I was a really good gym goer. 3 or more days, I killed it. 2 days, I did good. Going to the office. If I'm there every day at 9, 5 to 6 days a week, excellent day. And I didn't leave till 9. I got there at 9 a.m., didn't leave till 9 p.m. Excellent day. As long as, I was productive. If I get there 5 days and between 9 and 10, but I know another team member was there to open, still a good week. Being able to elevate, teach, get assistance, and put yourself in different areas. That is maintenance. It's all maintenance, and it takes a lot of patience. Because man, you'll be ready like, I should just do it, and then everything looks new and shiny, right? Oh, is this new shiny? Oh, I should do. No, this is what we're focused on, and it'll get boring. It'll be uninteresting. Feel like it's unstimulating, but it's part of the process. Let's not make this journey more difficult than we have to. Let's not get impatient with each other. Let's not communicate. It takes understanding, it takes patience, and it takes growing. I have to grow my skills just as my team has to grow their skills, just as you and whatever you're doing have to grow your skills, and people you're working with have to grow too. And understand that everybody's growing, and everybody has other things that they probably could be doing and most likely want to be doing. But if they're there with you, helping, assisting you, you got to be grateful for that. If they're asking for your assistance and you're granting it to them, one giving assistance is, hey, have some gratitude too. Hey, I saw something in you that told me that you'd be good at this. That takes a lot. Not everybody can see that someone else has a set of skills that they can lean on. So it's just about, for me, to me, what I take away from this all is kind of being there for someone and really having the patience to assist and put yourself out there and consistently keep putting yourself out there, knowing tomorrow might be worse than yesterday, knowing that the clear path is not 100% etched out in stone, but the plans are there. The journey so far has been consistent, the wins. You can see where the growth comes into place. All right, we're gonna take another music break. And when we come back, we're gonna hit you with Mr. Abdul's final thought and talk about our event. I didn't forget, coming up very soon, right here on Live in DTV. I'm Jabril. Stay with us. are back. You are still sitting on Live in the DTV. All right. That is about all the time we have here today. Before we go, though, mark your calendars. June 7th, 4 p.m. at the Northwest Activity Center is going to be the Men of Literature Author Showcase. Men of Literature, Rep Your Brand and Author Showcase. Don't miss it. Again, June 7th, that's the Saturday. Mark your calendar, save the date, clear your calendar now, like put it on your calendar. Make sure you come to this event. We're going to have many authors there. We're going to have some fashion. We're going to have a lot to show you and share with you. And you don't want to miss it. March on down to the Men of Literature event, June 7th, 2025, 4 p.m. at the Northwest Activity Center. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be some Father's Day gifts you can get, a lot of great conversations on how to become an author and tools that you'll learn at this event. So you don't want to miss it. You're going to be part of our event. I'll be there hosting June 7th, Men of Literature, Rep Your Brand, and Author Showcase. All right. I'm Jabril. That's about all the time we have here today. But before we go, we're going to get Mr. Abdul's final thought. What you got first, Mr. Abdul?
Yes, sir. My final thought is that focus on what's important thing matters to you right now.
Focus on what's important and what matters right now. I like it. That's good. I think we'll end that there. All right. I'm Jabril, Mr. Abdul, and the rest of the team at Live in DTV. Stay good out there. We'll see you soon.